Alright, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Alrighty, welcome everyone to a potentially, you might not hear this commentary, or you might hear this commentary. I don't know. It's a Solution X race as part of the ISGP2 semi-final. It is LukeRF44 versus...
MuddyMaestro.
We are doing a very interesting race. This race is basically a race to collect as many gems as possible in 1 hour. Oh fuck! I should have got the 1 hour timer going. Oops. Well, I can tell you when Luke finishes, so you can finish at the same time.
Yeah, I started a timer for myself. It'll be a couple seconds off, but
Cool. So, basically, the way this is going to work is whoever gets the most gems in 1 hour wins. But the caveat is, for every 1 and 2 gem you collect, it will actually be subtracted from your overall point total. So only 5s, 10s, and 25s count. It's very interesting. I love this race. I love this race concept. We've done a few of these types of things actually, where it's like if you get a certain thing, you have to take a penalty or whatever. But I really dig it.
What we could probably do. Oh, go ahead.
It's basically like these 1s and 2s are proxy mines that you have to avoid, and they're scattered all throughout the game. Unlike 2 and 3, like they are everywhere in this game. You really don't realize how many there are until you do this kind of run. It's like, holy crap, they're freaking everywhere.
Wow! And yeah, I'm trying to keep track. Luke already recorded his footage a couple days ago. Basically, the story is Luke and Muddy were going to race a different race, but Luke was sick at the time and couldn't perform as optimally as he would like to. And instead of taking the DQ or the forfeit, we've basically decided that we'll do a Solution X. So Muddy will race a pre-recorded version of Luke's footage, and we'll cobble it together, and we'll find out who the winner is.
That was good. No other gems so far. It's just a selection of blue.
So that's great actually, because the loading screen shows you how many gems you get and what gems you get.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
for the most part
completely accurate.
Good way of looking at it.
It shows accurate, most. Yeah. It shows most of them. It doesn't show the entirety of them though.
Yeah, I would imagine it would show like every single gem.
Yeah, I mean like there's some levels where there's like close to 200 gems in the entire level, and like not all 200 gems come out of the chest.
So we'll put this up as this will be the last race uploaded as part of the first, the semifinals. So basically, the other 3 semi-finalists so far are Ratchet 5, Daniel Davidson, and Toto. And basically, I predicted all 3 of those people, and I also predicted Muddy to go through. So it will be interesting to see the outcome of this race. Muddy and Luke, you guys have raced before, haven't you?
Yes, we have. We've done 2 other Spyro 1 races. First one being in the ISGP1, where we had a bingo match, which I had won. And then we had the race for the Classic title, was it? Yes, it was the Classic
you had that
title.
It was like a 4-way match for the 10-year anniversary of IS. So, and he won that one. So you're basically like, this is kind of like a rubber match for you two.
Yeah, I won very comfortably in the bingo match, but he won extremely comfortably in the Classic match, so...
Luke does really well with vanilla goals, I find. Like, if it's a straight, like, kind of any % thing, or some kind of, like, do a specific challenge or something, he's very good. Now, by the way, can I just ask, was your strategy to lose Sparks intentionally?
Yes, indeed. Yeah, my strategy is like for these first few homeworlds, like there's not really much advantage to having Sparks because there's not very much chance you're gonna get hit by the enemies.
That's a really good point, actually.
Towards the later part, I'm going to definitely have Sparks though, because the enemies get tougher and more likely you're gonna get hit.
Oh, he's got one. He's got one. He's got one, everyone. Put it down.
The streak is over.
Mark it down.
That one's pretty close to unavoidable if you're gonna try to do that, which I failed at. I can do that in practice like almost every time, but I don't know if in the actual speedrun I've ever done it.
We were talking before, this is also a quasi any % run as well, because you want to get as far into the game as possible. And it's funny because I was doing like a I was doing like a check in Spyro. Like I was trying to get like an allocation of like gems and dragons and stuff for a specific purpose. And basically, the first 2 homeworlds, this one has 1,000 gems. Peacekeepers has 2,000 gems, and then every homeworld after has 2,500 gems.
One other thing worth mentioning: flights are banned as well.
Oh yeah, that would make sense.
Otherwise, they'd be they're very
So
obvious.
you also have to get 1,200 gems then as well before even getting to magic crafters.
Yeah, we need our 1,200. By my count, there's about 1,400 5, 10s, and 25 that you can get. So it is somewhat slim picking, especially when you factor out levels like Dark Hollow and Toasty, which aren't very ideal to go into.
Yeah, you're doing very well so far, I have to say. Like I'm keeping a track of Luke because I'm watching Luke's footage. And poor Muddy. I assume you're editing this race, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Oh my! You deserve a gold star, my friend, because you edited some of the most annoying races to edit in this entire tournament.
Well, I'm the one who came up with these goals, so I think it's only fair that I edit them.
Oh no, we got another 2. Oh, Muddy, what are you doing? You got.
That was just 1-2, was it? Just to.
That's what. Yeah. So Muddy's so far. Muddy's got 1-1 and 1-2, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And like, I won't say. Oh no. Sorry, I'm watching Luke's footage. He just did something really dumb. I don't know if that's fair to say. I guess it doesn't really matter because he already recorded his stuff, so his performance is set in stone. So it doesn't really matter if I kind of like spoil some stuff he's done because I don't know what do you think about that? What's like kind of the vibe on that?
Well, I will say that Luke has said that he didn't really practice for this run like at all, partially just kind of to be sportsmanlike for the fact that the first run was kind of void, or in which I was did have a pretty solid lead at that point, so it kind of balanced out the fact that I was leading. That's very sportsmanlike of him, I will say. Big
yeah,
props
well, Luke is a gentleman. He's not a supreme gentleman, but he is a gentleman.
No, most certainly.
Oh no, you got another 2. What the fuck?
Don't worry, there will be a lot of 2s still to come, I'm sure. Actually,
Oh, and you got a 1.
Actually, I don't know why I have sparks right now. I didn't mean to have sparks right now. It's gonna be a problem coming around up here.
Yeah. Oh fuck. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, how many was that?
That's unavoidable. So far, Muddy's collected 9.
No, but just then that last bit there.
He collected.
9?
Yeah, he's collected 1. He's collected 2 2s and 5 1s, I think.
Yeah, 3, 4.
So far.
I need to find a pool of water so I can get rid of the sparks.
Yeah, that's.
I like that strategy. Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny. Basically, like the optimal strategy would be to have sparkless as much as humanly possible.
Yeah.
In the race.
Yeah. To a point, because there are points where sparks is definitely handier at collecting gems quickly. So you can.
Like Terrace Village, I would say it's probably quite a good idea to have sparks.
Yeah. Which is part of the reason why I'm actually completely avoiding Terrace Village.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, I was thinking like a good bingo objective would be get through Terrace Village without taking a hit. I reckon even the best players would have a very hard time going through Terrace Village without taking a single hit.
It's definitely one of the most annoying levels. One of the least rewarding levels too, overall. So.
Yeah, there's only 2 dragons in it as well.
Yeah.
The fact that you know the right enemies for the gems is really impressive too.
Yeah. It's good because Luke, I think he like thought he knew some of the right enemies, but he's actually like made a couple errors, I would say, so far. So it's very neck and neck so far. And this one, I'm glad we saved the Muddy vs Luke match to last, because this one I think was always going to be the most interesting of the this one or the Ratchet 5 Gladiator one. Yeah.
Actually, I guess it discounts all of them really, because you know, I heard that I haven't watched Daniel Davidson vs Charm Sky yet, but that one was apparently really good too. So I'd say every round 3 match is truly delivered.
What we should totally do is like edit between like this commentary and the other commentary on the Luke side, just to see see what's going on with their commentary.
It would be. I was actually debating if their commentary's good, like maybe like splicing in some audio here and there. I'm not sure if we'll go to that much effort, but.
He's gone.
Yeah.
No.
Or just use this one because Luke's he's a pretty concentrated guy anyway when he comes to commentary.
So he's got another one there just before. Yeah, all good with that. I think I might have missed one or two, but yeah.
No, Muddy's doing extremely well right now. It's very close too. I think like you're both pretty much in exactly the same spot. I think you're like a slight bit ahead because you have a lot less infractions than Luke does.
Alrighty.
That's right, yeah.
But it's very interesting. I'm glad we have Luke's footage for this as well. I can't imagine how like this would be if we just had Muddy's footage, because it would be a little challenging to keep track of who's doing what.
I'm probably behind now.
By the way, Luke is extremely good at Spyro 1. I know that's something that everyone kind of like knows, but he is extremely good at Spyro 1. I have to say.
I usually do not fail at this much. Jeez, there we go. Thank
There
you.
we go.
Hey. Nice. Oh, and Luke got a number 1. Okay, so just quickly, Luke has 25 infractions. Muddy has 10 infractions. If you wanted to.
So is that the equivalent to like 15 gems advantage, or is it like?
Yeah, Muddy has a slight advantage when it comes to.
So is that all? Is it 1 gem per like thing?
So basically, what we're doing is if you get a 2 gem, right, your counter goes down by like 4, right?
Oh, so
Yeah,
it's
pretty
double,
much. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, like whatever gem you get is taken off, and then you also get the reduction.
Okay. Cool. That's good. I was thinking there's a way to do it where like they did with the Fraser Luke one, where they had basically they had nice.
Oh
They
my
had,
god, that was
really
skill.
good.
That was
Yeah,
fucking skill.
They
right
basically coded in the level that each gem would be a different value. So what we could do in the future is actually have this kind of run, but instead of having it actually have to count it later, we're actually able to just have it hard coded in the game that it is worth -2 or -4, and then
that would be cool.
we never have to count it. Then we don't. Have to count
That's
it.
a really good idea. That's a really fucking good idea.
Yeah, that'd be awesome actually.
The future.
The future.
Because then that way it's like oh okay, look at me, my counter just went down, and you don't have to worry about tracking it like yourself.
Also, random fodder just running into your path is gonna be a problem.
Here we go. So Luke's on Dr. Shemp, right? And he wanted to do like a complete like run through of Dr. Shemp without taking a single hit. But then like very early on he took a hit and then got full sparks, and then basically he got a bunch of 2 gems because of that.
Dessert Monkey was just trying to join that call for the past like 5 minutes. You just hear him enter and leave and enter and leave.
Oh hey.
My audio just decided to not cooperate.
Well, you're now.
Oh my god,
That's
okay, so
important.
after that level, Luke's infractions are now
Ooh, it's
38 infractions.
Sorry, like sometimes,
did you just get that one there? You just got another one just then?
sometimes the enemy placement is just kind of randomized, and like the gems coming out of the containers is randomized. Sometimes they'll be like, the gems will be like on top of each other, and it'll be like borderline impossible to get the gems you want, even if you don't have sparks.
I I'm hoping that with the score, like whoever wins ends up winning by significant amounts, then we have to actually count it.
Yeah,
Or
that would be
in a
good.
Crystal
That would be
Fisher-
very good.
In a Crystal Fisher edit, it would just be the final total at the very end, and that's it.
Not even that. You wouldn't even bother putting the final total in.
Just listen to the commentary.
Oh my god. Okay, Luke is I think your knowledge of this goal might give you a slight advantage because he's on full sparks and he's in
Always got another one.
he's in Ice Cavern.
Oh yeah, the Ice Cavern is a very dicey level. That's probably got like the most loose 1s and 2s in the game. I am losing my
I'm doing
sparks
my
for that
best
one.
to keep track of him, but it's very
I'm
very.
losing my sparks.
Nicey, nicey, zoom, zoom. I've got new. I'm obsessed with that song, by the way. You've got me obsessed with it. I really want to watch the Mighty Boosh at some point as well. I've never seen it.
You've said, as in, do you listen to it at home or? Yeah, and listen to it when it's in my car.
No, I listen to it at home on my own time.
Good.
With the video accompaniment.
Yeah. That whole video is an ad for the Mighty Boosh.
Oh my god, LukeRF44, what are you doing? Oh no. This guy.
He's got nice.
At this rate, he's like, basically every gem he's got will be a subtraction.
Everything we'll need.
I don't know. It's very like there's not a lot of opportunities really to like lose sparks without
Look
like.
at that jump in there. He took that. Really, did you not know what was in there just then? You were just like,
I knew it was in there. I was actually just scared I wasn't gonna make the jump. I gotta take that.
Oh, no one.
That's skills right there. All right. So how many did you get in that level?
I believe 4.
Yeah, you got 4 2 gems.
Actually, I think 2 4 gems. No, 4 2.
Yeah, no, you got 2 2 gems.
I got 2 2 gems.
Yeah, I think that's right. I think you got 2 2 gems, but so you're doing really well. You've so far, by my count, you've only got 16 infractions. I'm calling them infractions.
I should have lost my sparks. I'm gonna have to take like a couple here because I forgot to lose it.
3, 1, 1, 1.
Yeah, it's kicking my ass. Thanks.
Yeah, see, and it's interesting too because Ice Cavern has like is surrounded. Like you got the big gems surrounded by little gems. So if you got full sparks, then it's gonna hurt. It's especially good, I guess, because those sparks' hitbox is really weird in Spyro 1.
Yeah.
Ice Cavern just kind of sucks in this run in general, just because you have to go into it because there's all these dragons that are necessary, but the gems themselves absolutely suck.
Yeah, exactly.
You got headphones?
What?
Who's listening with their speakers?
I've got my speaker.
That's why.
Can we turn it down?
Yeah,
Is that better?
I think so.
Yeah, seems to work better.
Alright, so that's a 1. So okay, so Luke had a very disastrous time in Ice Cavern because he basically couldn't get sparksless at all in that entire portion.
Yeah, there's no
So the other
pools
thing
of
is that-
water here, so and the enemies are very slow to attack you. So.
So it seems like their strategy is Luke is definitely rushing ahead. Oh, there's number 2. Luke is rushing ahead.
Luke is he's rushing. The other thing too is, and then so he got out of Ice Cavern with not enough gems, right? So then he basically had to get a bunch of 1 and 2 gems so he could get to Magic Crafters. So he basically took a bunch, a lot of hits there just so he could get enough gems to actually go to Magic Crafters.
Ooh.
Which he's doing right now. So he's on his way to Magic Crafters. This is like super strategic. I love it. How did you do in that level, Muddy? So 2 1s and a 2.
I have enough at least.
Yeah.
Don't forget.
So at this point, I would say you're ahead because even though he's in Magic Crafters, he just got there, and you have more gems and you have fewer subtractions.
That's encouraging.
It is encouraging, but then again, we're only like I don't know how many minutes we're into this. I think we're like 20 minutes into this one.
Yeah, we have not gotten into the juicy levels quite yet, where it really matters.
How's he gonna do this? How's he gonna? Oh no! He got a 1. Now Luke is going into Alpine Ridge.
And
He said he'd have a guest commentator in this part, but he lied.
Spyro Fan 13.
Spyro. Is that why he had Spyro Fan 13 in part 13?
No, he didn't have him. He lied.
No, he wanted to have Spyro Fan 13 in
He
part
wanted
13.
to, yeah. That's because Spyro Fan 13 was like a kind of a big deal in that space. I remember.
Who was
and
Spyro
remember
Fan
he
13?
uploaded. One of the OGs. One of the OGs.
Like
As
Dazzy
opposed to that,
TRG?
as opposed to that poser, the Spyro Fan 12. You know who you are. Mr. Danta the Fanta.
Why?
It's
Yeah,
like,
so
it
is
turns
he
out
the Spyro fan 12 like because
he
he
was
created
the
it?
Spyro fan 12. Yeah, it'd be so funny if he was actually just a big fan of Spyro fan 13. He's like, and in Danta fashion, it'd be like, I've got an idea. How about I be the Spyro fan 12? I'll add a V in front, and I'll be one less number because not as good as my idol, or something like that. Like, you know.
That's an impeccable Danta Fanta impression, by the way.
It's all right.
Oh no, Luke got
Speaking
another
of
2. I just think
speaking
it,
of
look,
two,
like,
I
it looks
wonder-
like he
I wonder
doesn't
when-
care at this point, Luke.
Really?
I think it's like, I've got so many 1s and 2s, I'm just gonna go as far as I can.
Just hope.
And he stopped his Sparksless strategy at this point. He's also like, fuck it, let's just keep Sparks around.
So he's
I
really.
think that might
banking
not
on
be a
some
terrible
M
strategy
level
for him,
shit.
just because like I'm sure that doing like this run is basically muscle memory for him. So like maybe he's better off doing it that way. He might just be able to progress through the levels faster.
Yeah, and get like more.
Well, he is
incidental
progressing
ones.
through. He is going through faster, but at what cost? You know.
Well, he's not that much faster. Like he's in
Yeah.
Alpine Ridge as well.
Oh, just like Fraser versus Alice. Good times.
And he just got the end of level dragon in Alpine Ridge. By the way, it's absolutely freezing at my house right now.
Okay, I need someone to kick my ass. Thank you.
You are behind me,
Kick.
or so, where I'm at.
Which is like 100 degrees
What's the-
Fahrenheit.
what's
did you
the-
say?
100.
Essentially.
Oh boy.
Oh
Jeez,
god. That's Texas
That's
for you.
insane.
Yeah, it's finally here.
I always picture you living in the desert somewhere.
Fortunately not.
Are you a fan of monkeys? You like monkeys? Like I like monkeys.
He's the desert monkey, remember that? That's why he lives in
Yeah.
the desert.
No, but you a fan of monkey? Do you like monkey video? Do you like go to the zoo? Do you like monkeys just generally?
They're okay, but I don't really,
They're okay.
I can't
What?
believe it. That's a
This just
disgrace.
in, Sir Monkey does not really love monkeys that much.
Yeah, that's a cancelable offense.
I'm very upset about that, actually.
It is very upsetting.
Well, you know, is it a desert
heartbreaking.
monkey because it's desert monkey because of the Tusken Raiders from from Star Wars?
yeah. That's
Yeah,
kinda
because you had the Tusken Raider as
Even
your,
worse,
as your.
even worse, a fake monkey fan, and it has to be a Star Wars reference. That is truly horrific.
Can I just point out
truly
that Muddy
horrific.
did not get a single 1 or 2 gem in that level?
Yeah, I was impeccable.
That was unbelievable.
Will you go down? Thank you.
Yep. Oh, nice.
Yeah, I think honestly, I think Sparksless is turning out to be the optimal strategy at this point.
Yeah.
At this point, come Beastmakers, probably not.
Yeah, come Beastmakers, it's probably gonna be very, very, very hard to
Well,
to get by
Yes
with
and
just.
no. Yes and no. Yes and no. You've
There
got
are-
to just. You just.
There are certain
just gonna have to
sections I will be
take your time.
sparkless, but the majority of areas like Misty Bog and whatnot, I will have sparks. Except for certain sections. There are sections where like you cannot get through with sparks without taking like big penalties. So
I guess the other good thing too, though, is that in Beastmakers you got more opportunity to get Sparksless, whereas I noticed that in like some levels in say like Ice Cavern, for instance, like you said, there's not much opportunity to get Sparksless.
That was dangerous.
The pools of water do not exist.
these greens are unavoidable.
That's a toad. That's a toad.
Can't avoid
That's a
those.
toad. How many did you get? You got two
Two as well.
twos.
Just two twos, yeah.
Yeah, 2-2.
Luke had a really good high caves there. He only got 1-1 and 1-2.
Ooh. Back on track.
But yeah, he didn't go for the spiders. I forgot the spiders were worth 10 actually.
Exactly. I'm just gonna say I think Muddy has it. But that could jinx him,
Muddy's
but
knowledge of Spyro 1 is really fucking good for like the obscure shit.
And if he does win, this will be his first Spyro Grand Final.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
and first, I guess you made the IS Tyne Grand Final. I mean, you won IS Tyne, so I mean, there's that. But
Oh,
I don't think I was in that.
yeah. That wasn't Spyro though.
no, that was Toy Story.
Yeah.
Oh, Tyne. I thought you meant like 9. No.
No, I mean, no, I beat you in IS 9. I beat you in Spyro
Yeah,
1
yeah.
in IS 9. We did an 80% race, remember?
Yeah, topical of Spyro 1. Huh?
That was Spyro, yeah, Spyro 1 80% race.
There we go. You're objective.
I'm glad
you're
we did that. That was the only
objectively
time I
better
really
at
ever
Spyro.
did an 80% speed run of Spyro 1. So,
I
never
think
really
I never
liked
won an 80% run of Spyro, and the multiple times had to do one of these in these kind of tournaments.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is
I think
masterful, this.
your skill like really shines in these like, you know, in ISGP where we encourage bizarre bizarre goals basically. Because we always say the more bizarre, the better.
Perfect. Could have freaking died there multiple times, but avoided it very well.
Whoa! Did you get those? No. you
See, I think my thought is that it's been like 25 minutes or so. It's probably not going to be that beneficial to get all the way to the end of the game. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Like all the
Definitely
way
not.
to the end. You know, like so I think the value is honestly like in these levels now.
Well, the thing is, right? You need 6,000 gems to get to, or you need 50 dragons to get to
5,000.
Dreamweavers, right?
Yeah, I will say that if Luke makes it to North Nexus, then he's won. I'm not getting that far. There's no way.
Yeah, yeah. If you get that far, then that's
Unless you
very
take that many
impressive.
penalties.
But Muddy got a 2.
That's a 2.
That's a 2. So far, Muddy has 29 subtractions. Luke has 113 subtractions.
Holy jeez.
Jesus.
He does not care. That's not in. That's like total. That's total. Like he's done like
That's
he's
right.
got
So
like
that's
68.
that's potentially like that's potential. Oh wait, total points.
Yeah, so it's 100. Okay, so Luke is on at the moment. He's on like 2,252, but that doesn't include his subtractions.
Yeah. But he is just doing he has done the dense Wizard Peak, which is extremely dense right now.
Yeah.
So
No, this is
again,
basically
money
what
is
you're
just
watching,
gone.
guys. You're watching two very different approaches to this. And I think Luke probably is like, he's like, I can get to Dreamweaver. Like, what's that? Sorry.
One is very cautious, and then there's caution to the wind.
Yeah, yeah. Because I would imagine
Exactly.
Luke probably is thinking at this point, well, if I get all the way to like Dreamweavers, then at least I've got a good chance of picking up a lot of gems. Like, because
Did
you
you
know,
just
the gem.
get those two there?
No, you didn't.
Like on that super flame, on that super charge, you got a couple.
Oh, you did. Okay, I'll put in two.
I might have just like being near that chest will just like break it with the wind damage or something.
Yeah.
I'll just put that. I'll just put two down just to be on the safe side there.
Yeah.
Oh, did you got a 2 there? I think you got 2 there too.
Might have.
Just put that down. Oh no, you didn't. You didn't get it. There's only 1, 2 on that platform. But you got the 1. Did you get the 1? You got that 1 gem, didn't you? I think you did.
The edit will show. Did I or did I not?
Yeah, it'll the viewers. You viewers will see, but for us, we will not. I'm just like, because we're doing this as we go. It's kind of going to be a rough approximation, but hopefully like we'll know a definitive winner at the end of this race. We should know a definitive winner. It's pretty obvious like what the strategies are, and that the fact that they're using 2 different strategies means it'll be easier to figure out like who's gonna win.
Hopefully.
All right, Luke is on his way to Beast Makers.
Oh my. Still might be behind.
He's just powering through. And a message from Shane Stevens who says, "I want in on tryouts for wrestling. They're holding wrestling tryouts. I think I spoke about this in another speedrun, but they're hosting wrestling tryouts for people to try out to become wrestlers.
Ooh.
Interesting. Would any of you ever like to become a wrestler?
Um,
Yeah.
No? What?
if I had the build for it, maybe.
Yeah.
I always ask people, like, why do you want to be a wrestler? Like, everyone who wants to be a wrestler, it's never to be like
He's a
a
mark.
fit, athletic person. It's always like, I want to be in storylines. Like, that's what everyone wants to be. Everyone wants to be in storylines. I'm like, join ISGP if you want to be in storylines. We'll give you
Exactly.
storylines.
We have great
Ow.
stories.
That's not good. I'm all the... Oh,
Exactly.
I forgot that I got that dragon. I thought I was gonna be at the very start
Characters.
again.
Or it's like, I like the social aspect. I like to be able to hang out with friends. Like, okay, that's fair, I
Yeah.
guess, but you have to
Don't
pay
hang out in a
fees.
wrestling locker room if you want friends.
Yeah, but you have to pay like fees to hang out with everyone. So, like, it's like, yes, I'll pay $110 a month to have friends. I guess that's kind of what it's like, right?
Yeah. The best one is if you're in a locker room and you get paid and you don't have to pay. That's the
Yeah.
best. So, okay,
Oh,
a televised wrestling product, right? Because then you are paid to hang out with these people. You know, there's like so much more incentive to like do good.
to do good, to be good.
So look at that 5 gem there, that little stealth 5 gem. Like I never would have checked there before.
Luke just took a hedge on a bet that these that chess would have like a 2 in it, like sorry, a 5 in it or a 10 in it, and he got 2 2s in a row.
Oof.
Sucked in, Luke. You're not even here to defend yourself.
Yeah, that's right. We're bullying him.
Basically, I think if Luke does like lose this race, then he's pretty much guaranteed to win the Crastic League, which means that we're gonna get like Luke versus Eric again.
I know, hilarious.
And it's like we can never escape
and then
the muddy Eric Luke
Yeah.
trio.
yeah, and then if Muddy loses, I still think he's in with this big shot too.
God, if it was Muddy versus Eric again, that would be hilarious.
That would be...
It's like, can we get some new people to challenge for this belt, please?
Oh, he's got one. He got one.
You got one. What
streak's
did you
over.
get? 2? Was it a 2 or a 1?
Yeah, 2. It was a 2.
Okay, 2. Okay. Luke is
Come on,
having
Sparks, I need
a
you to get
pretty...
those.
He had a good start on Misty Bog, but he's gotten a lot of 2 gems.
Ooh. Oh, finally getting to Beastmakers.
Alright, with how many gems? Gem updates, here we go.
It doesn't tell you, does it, when you're in the balloon?
No, it doesn't.
Oh, it doesn't? Oh yeah, well... Not
It
a
tells
gem
you when you
update.
get into the level. Luke's
Yeah,
on
I'll-
about 5,900 gems by it now.
Just wait about a minute, I'll be in Misty Bugs.
Oh wait, not 5,900. I don't know what he's on actually.
I hope he's not at 5900.
No, he's not on 5,900. I don't. Oh, I think it's like 2,900 or something.
About to say stretch and paid off.
I don't know.
Either
I'll
that
tell
or he
you
has
how
like
much.
3,000 gems worth of penalty.
Yeah, he's got a lot. We'll calculate the penalty at the end, but
Yeah.
I'm curious to see actually. I'm curious to see what the penalty does.
I'm sure I'll probably have a counter in the video edit that shows how much.
Or what's he gonna do? You see, yeah, Luke skips a bunch of enemies because he assumes that they'll have 1s or 2s in them, which is it's good. It teaches you to be a bit careful. I think all windmill chests pretty much have like 5 or 10 in them, don't they?
Most of them. There are some that have not that. It's funny when you get to Dreamweavers, like it's all over the place. Like there's like no consistent patterns that you can find in that home, in that world.
Alright, so
You would think that
got-
by the time you get to Dreamweavers, like you'd be rid of like the 1s and 2s just scattered all over, but no, they're still all freaking over the place.
Spyro becomes a very weird game when it gets past Magic Crafters. Like the last 2 and a bit homeworlds are very weird. Like what the fuck? Okay, Luke just killed himself. I can confirm that you have more gems than Luke and fewer infractions.
Holy god.
Oh, well.
so I can confirm that you're in the lead at the moment.
See,
That is-
I had a feel. See, honestly, I let the record show. I mean, maybe not, but my belief is that it turned around in Wizard Peak because at that point it's like Luke was a few hundred ahead, but then Muddy got like 100 gems in the space of like 25 seconds or something. You know, like super quickly.
Yeah,
So,
Luke was about
that's
he was about 200 gems ahead at one point, but I don't know what happened. Like he just
This is the
even-
infinite knowledge here is paying off big time. That's what it is.
he does have 46 dragons. I will say.
I hate these plants. They come off the screen
Yeah.
after time.
I know, right?
Yeah, those plants are the worst, especially like in Spyro 2 as well. I hate them in Fracture Hills.
It's amazing
It's
how
so
this
weird that,
debug
like,
has
that's
the
one of the
culmination
enemies
of the
that
most bullshit enemies in the game.
Yeah, most enemies don't attack off screen except for those plants.
Yeah, I'm like, these guys like literally run on the water to get you.
Oh yeah.
If you
They'll
enter
they're super
on the
unfair.
right way. Yeah, don't want sparks.
Yeah. See,
to
oh,
that
look at
area.
that! Look at that! You just avoided a bunch of ones there.
That was good.
I think Luke had I think he had like his sparks at that point.
All right, this is it. This is crucial. This section here.
Yeah, this area is freaking brutal.
Luke is having
Oh,
a pretty
this
good
way.
treetops though.
Of course, the enemies don't die to the hog. Of course.
I didn't even know in treetops that you could get that red egg thief like from gliding to flame him. I didn't even know you could do that.
Oh fuck. Man, that was impressive.
Yeah, this is
Actually,
pretty
the hog is
nerve-wracking,
avoiding,
because
like,
you
every
bring all
single
this
enemy
sparks
almost.
look here, so it's like.
I don't know if you did.
I don't think you got a single 2 there.
No, you didn't. I didn't see him. I haven't seen you get a single 2 in this level.
Fun fact about the,
Oh, well,
you guys seen it in the prototype version? These steps are half the length. So like it's genuinely a difficult platforming challenge. I love that. Such a
In the
cool thing.
prototype version. When's the boatman
Yeah, like
version?
those steps
coming?
down there. Boatman is just, it's literally when Mr. X, who has these copies, decides that he's going to send them to HWD.
Well, we should hurry up and send them because I want to play boatman.
Well, they don't pay attention to the internet. They don't know how like anticipated they are, even though he tells them.
They're like,
These people, seriously,
yeah.
there are people out there with prototype
Yeah,
versions
it's
of
for years,
games that are
boy.
some of the most incredible things you'll ever see in gaming, and these people have them, and they're just like, yeah, whatever.
I am not
Don't
going
they
through
know
that
how to
area
split
without
off
sparks.
the boatman?
Holy shit, you
Yeah.
didn't get hit there. That was amazing.
Yeah, that area
Yeah,
is
I want
tough.
Boatman version. Give me Boatman and give me Dead. Or give me Dead. Alright, he's got a 2 there. He's got a 2.
You got 2? Okay, that's not a 2.
You freak
Houston's
is
got a
over.
2.
The dream is over. The child is grown, the dream is gone.
Yeah. Give me
Yeah,
one
you're
final
almost
whack,
40
please. Thank you.
A little over 40 minutes into this race, I think. Or about 40 minutes in, I can't tell.
I think I'm on the pace I want to be on.
Yeah,
Oh!
that's some good shit.
Oh, that was epic. That was amazing.
Okay, this is okay.
That was
okay,
incredible.
This is epic.
Alright, so Luke's on 3,327 gems. So he's about 100 gems ahead, but again, he has a lot of infractions. So I would say Muddy's still ahead at this point in time.
I'm sure it's close though.
It's very close. I would not even be able to I would not be able to comfortably call it for either of you.
Because there is no doubt that Luke's like technically the best Spyro 1 runner in this tournament for sure. Like,
Oh yeah,
Correct,
yeah. Did he ever hold the world record in Spyro 1?
it would have been a long time ago if he did.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe he held it before like there was like records. Because I remember like Ratchet 5 was challenging for the world record of Spyro 1 at one point. Like maybe like 2011 or something, 2010. Oh no, Luke, you just got 2 twos. What is he doing? He's purposely picking up 2s now. What are you doing that for? Like, if you want to watch his speedrun, actually, you would think it was just a normal 80% race. He's not really trying to avoid.
He's just probably just trying to get to the last world. But I
think that's what he's doing. I think that is.
There's a 20 sec. How many? Do you know how many seconds it takes to get to this other world? It's like a 20-second load, isn't it, to get to the next world? Like, there's a fair bit of bullshit you got to do, and then you can get a few gems, and then you've got to do another loading into North Cove. So I don't think it's worthwhile.
No, I don't think it's worth going into Nork Nexus.
Yeah.
I see the value in it myself.
I will be quite amazed if he does get like 6,000 gems. I'm definitely not getting close to that.
Yeah, I don't think he'll be able to get 6,000 by any stretch.
Oh. Okay, good.
I reckon he'll get over 5,000 though. I could think that's probable.
Survives. I'm alright.
Oh, we got another 2. 1. Luke also went into Terrace Village because he didn't have enough dragons.
Oh yeah.
So he had to go into Terrace Village.
Yeah. Okay, good. Yeah, I'll be able to avoid that. I just have to go to Metalhead for my last one.
Yeah, Luke's just beaten Metalhead now.
Yeah, that's why I went through the room in Misty Bog and whatnot.
Yeah. He
Terrace
completely
Village.
skipped the room.
Oh, you did? Oh.
But I don't know if it's quicker to skip that room and do Terrace Village or...
Hey,
not.
there's 10.
Wow.
You actually got it.
Yeah, you missed that
that.
2 somehow. That was miraculous how you got the 10 without getting the 2.
That was probably like a pixel.
Yeah, that was impressive. I don't think you haven't got any in this level yet, have you?
I'm not sure.
I don't think you have. That's a 10. That's a 10. Whoa, this is a tricky area. Hey Andrew, what do you think the shading on Muddy's Spyro?
What is that? The what?
Do you like Muddy's textures on his Spyro?
Kind of like lower res, aren't they?
Yeah, no, it's kind of nice. It's like
the original game.
Yeah, like Alias a bit.
An Alias type show.
It's whatever the default settings were when I downloaded the emulator and like 3 years ago.
What, you emulating? This is a console only tournament.
Toonies.
I'm DQ'd.
This shit is toonies, I know, right?
And also Charms Guy's boyfriends.
Game's textured awfully.
Game's repainted. Which is
I've also noticed Luke's doing something where he tries to avoid getting certain gems, but he accidentally gets them.
Yeah, it's. I'm sure there's like just kind of instinct where after you flame an enemy, you just want to jump and get the gem. Like I'm really having just to press that. when at least when I know like I have to flame an enemy and like it's enemy I need to flame to not get hit.
Yeah, exactly. How much time has passed, by the way, Muddy?
I'm at just about 44 minutes.
Okay, cool. We're in the last like 15 or so minutes. Oh, that was good. That was really good. Luke is in Jackals at the moment.
Jacques.
Ooh, okay, interesting.
I'm Canadian and we speak French here. I can confirm that's how you pronounce it.
You speak it's just French. It's just normal French, isn't it? It's not like how Afrikaans is like a weird version of Dutch.
It's like very minorly different, but not very much.
What do you think? What do you think of the province of Quebec?
French.
Yeah, like I don't know how the heck I ended up taking French for like 7 years in school because I could not speak a word of French right now.
You ever Do you think the people in Quebec are like strange people? Is there like a stigma against people from Quebec?
I will say that Eastern Canada versus Western Canada are definitely pretty different cultures, but it's still Canada. So.
You're West, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm Alberta, so yeah, Western Alberta, Western Canada.
To me, the weirdest province is British Columbia. Like, what the hell is that?
It is
Britain. It's
a
Colombia.
location.
Or Saskatchewan as well.
Settle down, Brock.
That's a province, isn't it?
I would. Saskatchewan is. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
what else
yeah.
Yes, it is.
And Manitoba as well.
Indeed.
I only know these from wrestling, by the way. I wouldn't have known. Like, wrestling has taught me a lot of geography in terms of like America and
North American geography.
North America, yeah. So I was like, ah, yes, Montreal, Quebec. And
I was gonna say, don't listen to them when you have to talk about England, because like the time that they called Pack a guy from Newcastle, a small mining town an hour away from London. And everyone in England just was like, what the fuck are you talking about? London is like the dead south, pretty much, and not Liverpool. Newcastle's like Midlands, basically. So very much not an hour. I guess.
Oh
by
yeah,
flying,
well, Newcastle's
maybe,
even north. It's pretty north, isn't it? Newcastle.
Yeah,
Holy shit! I'm just watching Muddy here. That was fucking epic.
that was awesome.
Yeah. No need spark for this for his precision.
You are definitely like being much more diligent and careful. For instance, Luke just charged.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Sorry, Newcastle's literally right at the fucking top. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Leeds is Midlands.
Yeah.
And Manchester.
Midlands.
Manchester's also quite Midlandy.
Yeah, but Midlands on the left side. I'm sorry. North, south, east, west side. Yeah. I didn't have to use my brain for that.
We're at Norwich. Do you like Norwich?
Nice. I think I was thinking of Norwich, actually. Apologies. Yeah.
Norwich is that's east, sort of center east, I would say.
Yeah, I just WWE'd myself and basically made the mistake.
I always screw this section up, so I'm taking this slow.
That bit, I hate
Yeah.
this. Yeah, the jumps.
I always find myself, if I go too quick right there, I always drown myself.
Yeah.
I'm watching Luke's in Dreamweavers at the moment. I'm watching like Dreamweavers still has a lot of like 1s and 2 gems.
Yeah, no, it's surprising, right?
Yeah, it's like I always, for some reason I always thought in my head that Dreamweavers was like 5s and 10s and stuff.
You still
But I guess
them,
because the
think
levels are
there's a few.
bigger, then you still have to have like enemies and stuff. So you need to have like more enemies.
It's
So
funny
that in a very
because
Keith'd way bigger.
like the only Spyro game where the gems really substantially improve the deeper and you get into the game is like Spyro 3. I would say.
Yeah.
I'm like, obviously in Spyro 1 the later worlds are much improved over Artisans, but like after you get to Peacekeepers, like there's not that much of a difference.
Yeah, well, Peacekeepers is literally like, as I say, it's like 2,000 gems in Peacekeepers, and then there's 2,500 gems in each of the other homeworlds.
Exactly.
And then Nork Nexus has like obviously a lot because it's got Nazi's loot in it and everything like that.
Yeah, but the nice
Good
thing
luck with
about
this level, I would
Peacekeepers
think,
is that the levels are pretty condensed in terms of their gems.
Yeah, Peacekeepers probably has the best gem density of any level of any homeworld.
Dr. Shemp is very lucrative.
Yeah.
Not as good as Blowhard, but probably one of the top 2 or 3 levels.
What, Dry Canyon?
Dry Canyon's pretty good.
Can we have an update for Luke?
Depending on how long you spend in it. Okay. Sure,
Luke-
I teleported
Luke
into his
has-
mouth. Okay.
Luke has
Okay.
pretty much got every single 2 gem and 1 gem possible in the Dark Passage.
They're both in Dark Passage. That is very interesting.
He's currently up to. Actually, I'll calculate it at the end of the level. How many, like,
Thank you.
subtractions he's got.
This dangerous dragon.
Yeah,
Get that
good.
checkpoint.
Yeah, I was about to
Where-
say.
Yeah.
That
There
would
we
be really interesting if Luke ends up on more gems, but then more infractions, and that's it. Like, that'd be amazing, kind of. Like, is
All right, so he's currently on.
that a one? Is that a one just there? I think. It's
Yeah,
just a
that was
yeah,
a one.
Yeah, that was.
And another one.
He's currently on
Two more ones.
4,670 gems.
Yeah.
But he's got a total of 228 infractions. So he's on like 4,200 and something.
You just put down the 2 ones from about 40 seconds ago, I guess.
Yes,
Muddy?
I did.
Yeah, cool.
Muddy is currently on 40, minus 40, and Luke's on minus 228. Just
Oh, wow.
As an indication.
Very different strategies. Geez.
Like, he is just going crazy through these levels. I think he's like
There's a 2.
realizing time is running out, so he's just doing as much as he can.
Good,
He's
take a
trying to
punch
make
here.
Muddies.
1, 2, 3. Just find Muddy. 3 ones.
Yeah, there's a few gems in this area that are very hard to
Yeah.
avoid.
Luke,
Another one.
yeah, Luke had a really hard time with that spot right there.
It's almost not worth it going through here. It's like, maybe, okay, maybe a little bit. Oh,
It'll be worth it for the chest at the end, I think.
oh yeah, okay. And this
Yeah,
bit
that's,
here,
that's
okay,
the
that's worth
strategy
it.
over there. Because that chest has a lot in it. Yeah, you did really well in that area.
Oh, nice.
Oh my god! Jesus Christ! There's one.
Spyro. No, stop collecting gems.
Oh, yep, this is good. Oh, nice. That's a game-winning one, I reckon.
A game-winning one.
Look at that.
Luke's going after suits of armor.
And why are you collecting those
Smart.
lives?
I did a trial run earlier, and I guess I took a bunch of deaths, and I almost game overed, so I figured, okay, well, I'll collect all the lives I see this time around, make sure that doesn't happen. I guess I've
Probably a
overdone it a
good
little
idea.
bit. I guess better safe than sorry.
Yeah, true.
Don't want a game over. The semifinals is not a good time for that.
No, definitely not. It's funny because in this tournament we saw the first person to ever win a race with getting at least one with getting a game over.
You sure about that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
There's been one race in history where they've got a game over and they've won.
yeah.
There's gotta
it
be
was,
there's gotta be a race where like the goal is to get a game over. Though, right?
oh
least one.
yeah. Like if the goals to get a game over, yeah, I'm sure there's been a couple of those.
A few.
An unintended game over.
So I reckon
think, like,
there's
yeah,
room
for an
for one
unintended
more
game over.
warp, one more level, basically. And what that is, we will find out.
I think with the time I have, I'll get through Jacques and might get a bit of Haunted Towers. That's my plan, at least.
Jeez.
That's a one.
Yeah, just put them in your way. Go like, here, have these.
There's a one. There's a one for Muddy. It's getting
Dreamweavers,
close.
why are there still ones all over?
Yeah, I know, right? Even in the home world, there's a bunch of ones all over the place.
I'm like, there's
Oh
ones
my
on the
god,
staircase even.
Cut your losses there. Okay, good. He did cut his losses. He was in this room in Haunted Towers and he was like flaming chests and like every chest had a 2 gem in it and he was like,
Ouch.
Yeah, it's got, like,
oh my
it's really
god.
cool looking.
2, 2, 1,
What are you doing to speed game?
2, 1, 1. Oh man, this is I honestly, I don't know, man. Like, this is gonna be very interesting. This is gonna be very interesting.
What was that?
Because Luke is technically has more gems than Muddy. But I'm just wondering, like, if his infractions will like cost him the race.
Whoa!
I don't know if he's gonna. Oh my god! Oh no! Oh man, there is just there's a lot of. I noticed that in these later levels, there's lots of stray 1s and 2s, and like the 5s and 10s are all in something.
Unlucky there.
Whoa!
Oh,
That's a 2.
That's
Very
the wrong
lucky.
chest.
Whoa!
Do it again. What are we up to? 56 minutes here.
Yeah, just shy of that.
Whoa!
Nice, very nice.
3 blues.
All right, Luke only has one real
No,
option
I-
now. He's gonna.
I don't want that. In the lava with you. Thank you.
Bear this way.
Like, yeah, it's. I mean, testament to like both your abilities to get this far into the game and still like be without, like, with avoiding things. Very impressive.
yeah, that was 2 by the way. Just before.
That was 2. Okay, cool.
It was A2.
It
Whoa!
was A2, and Luke just got another 2. He just flames things hoping that there'll be a 5 or a 10 in them.
Whoa!
I mean, if you keep your distance and just check before, that's not terrible.
Whoa!
Yeah, but he's
You're
always full
just
sparks.
Basically, and he's just gonna make it into haunted towers, basically.
Whoa!
1, there's a 1.
There's the one.
Spyro's gonna help himself. He has a problem.
Thanks for keeping track
Yeah.
of these, by the way, because it's very hard to keep track of both of them at the same time. I probably would say I don't think I've got Luke exactly, like I'm probably missing some, but I think it's generally, like, the margin of error won't be too much that I think we'll be able to tell who won this.
Whoa! Whoa!
Yeah, I'll definitely get some of haunted towers for sure.
Okay, there we go.
Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
What, 112?
Yes, 420.
5,144, okay, cool, alright. Very interesting.
Whoa!
Ow.
By the way, Lofty Castle, very interesting level in terms of, like, it's
Oh,
huge.
he did it. He did that. What an
Oh my
absolute
god, he did it!
kill.
There we go.
That
He did
was,
it!
I was thinking of that, and he did it.
That could be the race winning thing right there.
Fingers crossed.
52 Dre gigs. Dre gig.
Okay, see, right there, that's like, if you put your first portion of this level against Luke's, that is the story of this race right here. You
Yeah.
basically didn't fuck with any enemies, and Luke fucked with literally
True.
every single one of them.
Just the 2 there.
Whoa!
You got 2?
1 there.
2 and a
a
1, yeah.
Whoa! Whoa!
And then Luke got a
Time
2.
is of the essence, that's for sure.
Like, get to the end and get that super flame.
Yeah, if you could do that, that'd be good.
Where's Luke?
He's in Lofty Castle right now.
Not wasting any time here. Just going for it.
Yeah. Yeah, because there's like...
Yeah, I'm
bunch
going
of
through this
that.
level with, like, not getting anything right now, but it'll pay off in the last minute if I can get
This
it.
is gonna be amazing.
That's a good one. That strong box is really fucking good to get.
It's got a bunch of 1s and 2s in it, though, but I don't think I have the time. I'll just take the extra couple penalties.
Oh,
Yeah. Yes.
Whoa!
Look at all these 10s. That's a 10. That's a 10.
that has got such, like,
This time that's a good
mileage.
Oh my god, how many was in that? Let's say
Sorry
I
for
think it was like
whoever's
4
counting
2s.
that.
That was 4 2s and 2 1s, I think.
Yeah,
Let's just say that.
No, we don't want that door. Here.
Yeah, maybe you should stay back.
Yeah. I'll just.
Oh god!
Whoa!
Okay, that was like 2 2s and 3 1s.
Whoa! Whoa!
Am I gonna make this? It's probably like 10 seconds left, if that, right now.
Whoa!
I'll tell
think
you.
that-
I'll tell you when it's over.
I'm pretty sure it's time, probably about now.
Yeah, it's time. Time.
Yeah.
Up. All right. Stop. I'm not gonna count that. We're not gonna count that last one. Okay, you won. You won. Doesn't even matter what the infractions are.
Holy shit.
You won.
Really?
Luke, you got 5,387. Luke got 5,315.
Oh wow.
Holy shit. And even if Muddy got an extra like 100 infractions, it probably wouldn't have counted, right?
Yeah. So Luke's infractions are 305, basically. 305 minuses off of his score. And then yours are... Muddy's is... Fuck, what is that? Like 73, basically. So that's it. I mean, it pretty... the margin of error doesn't even matter because you got way less infractions and you still got more gems than him. So...
Wow.
Yeah, we definitely
win on both
undercounted
fronts.
some Muddy infractions, but probably not by much.
Yeah. So, I mean, you got way less than him anyway, so...
Yeah.
So that's cool. So
Well
there we
done.
have it. The official 4th member of the grand final, MuddyMaestro.
Wow.
Congratulations.
That means the grand final will
On-
have 2 Group Bs and 2 Group Ds in it.
What a surprise, eh?
Wow.
And yeah, so there we go.
Certain
That's it.
people
Muddy.
are going to be very validated at that opinion.
Yes.
Of that fact.
We will, and then in the grand final we will find out who the best group is. So now
Yeah.
it is down to MuddyMaestro, Daniel Davidson, Ratchet5, and Toto Zigem, I should say.
Yeah.
Zickum.
And props to Luke for definitely being a very sportsmanlike. He offered that we didn't even have to do this race, so
Yes,
huge props
indeed.
to him on that fact. Obviously, we're gonna do this to entertain you folks out there, but very classy.
Yeah, huge props to Luke. This was Luke's best game, and Muddy got to pick the race, so I think it's pretty even. And Luke's footage just stopped, so that's the end of his recording. So that's it. We have one person. Unfortunately, we have one person from. Everyone's in a different time zone, so it's going to be really hard to schedule the
Complete
grand
nightmare.
final.
Oh boy.
Yep.
So that's going to be fun. But now we know, and now we are on to the grand final. So thank you very much for watching the semifinals, and we look forward to seeing you in ISGP's grand final. Thanks for watching, guys.
Goodbye.
Bye bye.
Goodbye.